And we're going to be starting off with ENCE on the T side.
Yeah, this is a test indeed. I think both of these teams have a lot to prove here. ENCE that they can compete with the big boys in Mouse to show that Dexter and co have been hard at work. 1xBet odds favoring mousesports here as we do set up in Banana. All 5 players quick out from ENCE as they go onto the site. 4 players from Mouse to deal with this.
Damn, super fast smokes they've deployed there, and it looks like Spinks has done well to get into the site. Dueling now with 2. Tucks in. That's the bomb on Diha. No longer. Some taps successfully connect. Dexter adds himself to the list of successful names, and just like that, the USPs tap away at ENCE. It's not an easy flank, but Robs confirms it as well.
Yeah, that was beautiful. So ENCE just fast onto that site, locked on in by Robs' flank, and 4 players at home to deal with that. Now, Frozen fighting. You're thinking, why is he not fighting with his teammates? If he waits and they run in, maybe one guy runs in, they might not fully commit. Frozen dying, that's going to force them to accelerate into the site, and that's where the trap is sprung. mousesports get it done.
Are you saying that Frozen's death was actually the play?
Like, he probably would have liked a couple kills, but him dying was part of that, right? You want to bait them in as much as you can. You don't want to stall them out if you have a stack like that.
Well, we've seen Armored Deagles do much over the course of this one. My
laser beam!
Yeah, it did sound like a laser beam. Every single one rattling out of that MP9 into Diha's head. He will continue to have a quiet start.
Josh, can you just go to Frozen? How many bullets did he shoot just there? Let's see how many he's got left in the... Oh, he's got a smoke out. He's going to jump here for the next 45 seconds. Watch this.
Essentially.
Won't give us a chance to have a look how many bullets he used.
Give it time.
Are you going to commit to this?
Yeah, he wants to know. I mean, he might have reloaded by now.
Who's doing the quick maths?
I mean, you know I'm a specialist, one of my specialties.
You're right, he probably has reloaded. Hold up. I might have to look in game here.
That's the cue. He hears
5
the
bullets.
steps. He used 5 bullets. Chad's solved the mystery, and Robs wanted to get info, but he gets more than he bargained for. Doto's dealt with him, and that might change the plan here. Beamers takes initiative, takes a fight down mid, doesn't manage to convert it, but off the back of the flash, Snappy peeks up. Couple of warning shots, certainly aware that there is a presence.
Bit of argy-bargy on this one here. Mouse want to take some fights while ENCE in limbo, but now that all that aggression has been dealt with, ENCE can regroup towards Banana. They have utility for this. 3 smokes. They can go for deep smokes. They can do front site smokes. They could really get away with whatever they want, but 2 players on the site, both with MP9s, both without any utility. Frozen and Dexter have to defend against this. The rotation is miles away.
Will Dexter just be denied by the smoke, or will he choose to push in? Contest. I think he's opting for the latter. And it goes so flat for the CTs. Damn, ENCE into the site, looking good for a quick equalizer.
Might be the save here, Acor and BMAS to get back into this. Have to make their way all up Banana, make through multiple players. They've thrown away a Famus that can't be scavenged right now, so it will just be MP9s picked up from ENCE in this round win. That stings a bit. You think if you're going to win a force buy, you'd like to pick up at least 1 rifle, but it will be denied. They do get the round, and the force buy wars that we saw kick off earlier over on Vertigo will be continuing here right now. But simple stuff, and you understand why Mouse have a look in after Rops goes down, see if they can grab somebody else to get that number advantage again. But all in all, maybe a little bit overzealous there, Rops. He has been having a great series. Bomb goes off, round posted on the board. Now, it is likely we do see Mouse Force. We have been seeing them go in with Deagle buys. This time it won't be all 5. Here's that nice little way to start it off from Frozen. The 5 bullets. Simple as you like. And they will be buying. So, MP9 for Frozen. BMAS has dropped something as well. I think there's a scout being purchased up. So, MP9s, couple of rifles, and a scout. Utility good. Or okay, no Molotovs.
Still a distinct lack of M4A1S representation in tonight's game.
It's just not good enough.
It's not far off being good enough. I imagine it's probably like a 5% touch-up away from being used.
Shadow of its former self, Alex. I remember it in its glory days. It was beautiful.
It's got a few more bullets in the clips now. You can, you know, get away with those smoke sprays a bit more, but maybe a bit more touch on the rate of fire. People would have less to complain about, but a bit of a tag exchange. It's Alu with a bullet lodged within his rib cage. It's Diha to open up the account for ENCE. Up mid, wins his duel, and not just that, he's found a second as well. Quite an announcement of Diha's presence here on Inferno. Beamer's solo. Pit, a power position, but they're already taking a lot of space. He does just have 16 bullets left after the first exchange. Molly onto him, doesn't have time, he was supposed to stand and fight, he takes another for his troubles. Alu low from the former exchange, but no, the MP9 does not find the bullets. Awkward for Frozen now, will be surging forward, trying to pip the gap. Spinks holds it perfectly. 2 to ENCE.
Big shot there by Spinks, Alex.
Yeah, but Diha is the one I want to talk about. The fact that you just, I mean, many teams dream of having a default end up being, oh, I've just killed 2 mid.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's go away.
Okay, I guess we'll just go away then. Thanks very much.
Dealt with the force buy as well, so ENCE have actually won that. Yeah, Diha is very impressive, right? I think we've seen his name at the top of the ENCE scoreboard since they put this roster together.
Yeah, I mean, there's no strategy required when you've killed 2 people in 2 seconds as the defenders of A.
It's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Gene Simmons would be proud.
Oh, it will just be the USPs. There is a P250 for BMAS, and, well, there was Zeus. So, caught that one through the wall.
Yeah, and Doto's actually in a prime position to catch any of the fishies that slipped the net.
A couple more here if Spinks wants to keep spamming, but it's a little too late with that one. Get themselves close to Boiler. They could go for a little bit of a peek, and now Doto's on his lonesome. They're into B. They're all going to corral back over that side. They might hear this. Doto's hearing something.
Oh, just couldn't quite piece that together. Nexter does well to find just the 1 frag, but that was the lurk, and they'll be aware of what's happening here. As you can see, Snappy's completely confirmed it for the guys. A bit of lackadaisical charging and jumping with the Mac 10 enables info quick. Stops the CTs from gathering their resources too quickly either. I mean, in a scenario like this, Chad, is it just going to be trying to take anything you can?
Yeah, just try and keep it costly, right? Don't allow them to have a free round. Make sure that you're keeping the economy honest. You're keeping yourself annoying.
He certainly is annoying. Does go down. And there you have it. Alu solves the mystery.
You got all the different types of aim there from him, Alex. You got the taps, you got the controlled spam, you got it all. That's what you want to see. Alu showing you how easy it can be against those unarmored pistols. Now the guns come out, but mousesports, they seem to like to operate in these rounds where they're buying rifles, so they're putting a lot of stock in their firepower as opposed to their utility. And utility-heavy maps, especially on the CT side like Inferno, you need to do more team-related plays, right? With this, we're not rocking banana control, you two. We're not getting banana control for free by any means. So they're going to have to play together and hope that they can trade out efficiently, maybe an aggy move. Because if you sit back and you wait, Snappy and co will just execute on you.
That Molly's going to force Frozen back. So with the use of a single bottle of flame, the second as well invested, they should deny early CT peaks. They might even have to invest that util Dexter was flirting with to get that information back. Spread now towards A. Plenty of util to dump, and speaking of, it's actually a smoke, a poorly positioned one. I doubt they want to go through it.
Yeah, should still stall them out, but you can see how poised ENCE and ready are for an execute onto A. There's multiple smokes lined up. They have a lot of utility.
He has no info right now.
And nowhere has any info right now. mousesports are playing in the dark.
And here comes the smoke exec. Flying through the sky. 3 in position to deal with it. Opting for long. Smoked out. Acor has a flash. He wants to try and contest this. Damn, that's brave. That's brazen. Doesn't work out. Beamer's lost as well. Spinks with more impact here on Inferno. He's looking comfortable. Very comfortable. He might even find a third here. He's hunting on Graveyard. Rops, no slouch. Found. And just like that, ENCE into the site. Another round. They are speed running into this T-side start. Only losing 1 man as well. You've already got 6K, 7K high end on Spinks.
You see how desperate that is from Acor? Who has no choice because his players over towards Pit and they don't have a lot of utility as well. And as soon as they get swarmed, you knew that we're going to lose the round. So if Acor goes out, he gets 1 trade, slows it down, gets some info. That's something. But he had to push because his players were marooned on the bomb site. mousesports conceding another, and ENCE looking much better here than they did on Vertigo.
I think Dexter might actually struggle to hold on to the M4 here. Gets the info. No. Okay, bomb radius and bullets. No. Short-lived success. He does go down. Let's see this from Spinks' POV. He turned that flash.
Beautiful stuff.
I wonder if he heard the pin. That's just quick reactions from him. Eyes like a hawk as he finds that tiny gap the Beamus was holding.
Oh,
And Doto,
shots.
yeah, just predicting the shots, knowing his teammate was putting pressure on. You want to try and draw the fire and crosshair away from your advancing teammate.
This group is really stacked, right? We've spoken about the names G2, Vitality, FaZe, NIP in here as well. That's the other names other than two on your screen. A win against one of, like, if you're Mouse or your ENCE,
you're
it
right.
almost feels like it is a must because the other opponents are huge opponents.
Yeah, this could be the separating win for whomever finds it. Dexter in a lot of trouble. He's able to reload, but D has got his number, does cross back into the side, and that's huge. That's like, could be round winning if Beamers hadn't already gone down. Now, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time. They know where he is. Last seen on B. Knives out to A.
Stay away from him. Get that bomb down.
Avoid him like the plague.
Well, at least the next gun round will have a decent buy coming out, right? At this point, the loss bonus is maxed out. 3,400 time and time again into that back pocket. So we will see a full gun round, finally, from Mouse. It's just, I find it so hard to go into that first gun round with just M4s and low utility and then no map control whatsoever. It's not the way you want to play on your CT side. You like to be dictating the pace as opposed to being dictated to. And Alu, oh, he might go down to this Mac 10. He's not going to save this one either. Dexter, you're in so much trouble.
Don't fancy his chances. He's going to get Molotov'd out, push through his smoke into another waiting player in T-Apps.
Doors open. Come on in.
Just start the lawnmower. They'll find him eventually. He's hiding in the grass somewhere.
All right, full gun rounds. Let's get this one going, as even Acor can buy into his AWP if he wants.
It's a big duel to win. And Doto making it look stylish as well as he unloads. I think even mid-air. You weren't getting away from that one, that's for sure.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And timeout taken from Mouse. An important gun round to talk through here because this is where they are essentially putting their best foot forward. Dexter hasn't purchased just yet. We'll finally now go into the M4A4. So 4 of those, AWP for Acor. 3 Molotovs, everybody with a smoke. There's HEs in here as well to chip down the Ts, put them in one-shot headshot range for these M4A4s. Perfect looking buy on the other side as well. 4 AKs and the AWP for Alu. And Alu and Inferno and AWPing, he's always been pretty proficient on this one.
Yeah.
When you talk about players who struggle with the AWP on this map, he tends to make it work.
God, I remember talking about Alu's Inferno T-side AWPing when my voice was very different.
Lots has changed, but Alu has remained the same.
Yep. Ouch. Ouch. Could not have been more damage from that single HE. 100 inflicted into Spinks and Diha respectively. Oh, they respond with more.
Tactical nukes.
Their nades are even better. Frozen in jeopardy. Solo now on Banana. Damage inflicted. Frozen locked behind the half wall.
Everything right now that's been done damage was all nades.
Yeah.
Look how much over both teams.
Like, mousesports have just lost everything. You can't really actively fight for Banana when you've got to solo it with half health. Diha's lurking. Good opportunity onto Frozen, perhaps into the mid-round, but they are advancing A and they're setting Alu up for success. It's a bait and switch combo. Rops can peek in for a chance, and look at that, perfect from Mouse. That's going to send ENCE pack in their bags. The bomb's loose as well. Doto can save things. He can switch things around. Of course, balcony's going to be something they've addressed. Bemis is considering that as an option. Rob's responsible for middle and boiler. Doto with util and health, so it is kind of down to Spinks and Diha to force the hand to favor them. Rops, however, has caught one already. Doto steps into Bemis' line of sight. Jade baits it nicely, but not to be. A great defense. Bemis and Rops combined for all 5.
Yeah, 2 men doing it all right there, and they even get that AWP, but they picked up 2. Now, I don't know if that was the intention. Dexter might have to wield that one over towards B, make it Frozen.
Like, that's the dream scenario when you have a setup like that is first contact, you see 2 blue on brown frags.
Rops loves that position up on the balcony as well. Something that you don't see that often. Probably you get away with it once or twice in a game.
He likes that you can peek back into mid from there. Like, you don't have to actively be visible when they jiggle it.
Can stay dynamic as do see the double AWP CT-sided setup. Nade onto Spinks. Damage onto Diha. And more nades get thrown in Banana here. Look at Frozen, chunked on down to 23 and flashing forward.
They want it. They want this info. Snappy's going to eat that flash. Clean kill for Dexter, and he gets away. Doesn't pull the pin. Nice work. He's shown restraint there. Look what Europe's doing to him, Chad.
Yeah, he would have dumped that back in Oz for sure. But there's still a lot of pressure towards B.
They've still got 2 smokes, though.
There you go. So now the first smoke comes out, and Alu has to walk away. Doesn't want to hang around here. Knows them likely to chain smokes together. And look who's searching for a little bit of cheeky info. Rops very forward in the apartments, clearing it out, calling nobody home.
They've had a very high-flying series so far, has Rops.
Look what this has caused. A third man rotating over towards B. Acor's already got to move on over through Speedway. There's going to be 2 AWPs on the B site. Frozen's locking the door.
This is huge.
Rops is locking the door. Even Frozen's already on B.
Oh.
Here he comes.
And they've got another smoke as well. ENCE are in such a tight spot now, losing Alu.
Can have Banana.
Flames and boosted. Quick scratch to the nose as they know this round is starting to get easier with every passing second. They're trapped. Flashes, smokes, flames. They've used their util to win this round. And I'm speaking out of turn. Frozen ensures I'm not misplaced. 3 for Mouse. Don't lose a single man either. And that is great test from Dexter and Frozen's B defense.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see the double AWP coming into so much success straight away. So now that ENCE know that they're up against the double AWP setup, they can go for something a little bit execute heavy, maybe try and run down the AWP on the outside of mid with the low buy like this. Spinks with an AK. Oh, it's a force buy. Of course it is. I completely forgot who we're watching. ENCE are really trying to roll back the years here. They go for so many force buys. I tried to justify it on Vertigo because there was that real back and forth nature in the early stages, but here, keeping their foot to the gas. They've been able to get out 4 rifles, 2 Galils, 2 AKs, Tech 9. Every round's a gun round. And fast up mid this time, so they don't want to take any of this banana flak. They're looking to pop up mid. Smoked off, nade through.
Great use of their util. Look at this. They're really cornering ENCE into a bit of a hurt locker here.
Alu to the smoke.
Yeah, he's found one. Need to see the return here. Rops yet to see anything, and he loses his life. Spinks just head on a swivel. Finds sight and balk in quick succession, and there you have it. The force buy pays off.
Acor rotated over to help out the A defense, and Alu actually pushed that arch side smoke, I believe it was.
You could see how difficult it was. I mean, yeah, with the X-ray, he looks like he had so many opportunities, but from Rops' POV, it went from everything, or rather nothing, to everything. Losing Bemis instantaneously as he had to take his fight. But that is 2 rounds that I can already attribute exclusively to entry frags from Spinks. Alu, of course, as Chad highlighted, did find one.
It'd be good to see Spinks really come into his own, right? Because he's been touted as one of these stars or one of these mechanically gifted aimers. It feels like they're coming out of the woodwork at this point everywhere. Every week there's a new name on the tip of our tongues. Lots of money for mousesports to work with here. Should be no dramas getting the buyback in. Not sure if they want to continue with this double AWP setup or not. They will. Seems to be a priority here is the double AWP. Spinks into the site. It's going down, and lovely transfer there.
Double AWPs are out. Let's see how they patrol. Test the fundamentals of this T side now from ENCE.
Looks like they want to... Oh, I thought they were going to boost him up. He's just going to pick. This is fast.
Yeah, loud
quickly.
steps. They hear a lot in apps, making no secret of their presence in it. And now, with that presence, they plan to crawl.
Oof. I like this. I like that they've gone for boiler and holes control quickly.
But they're doing it so deliberately loudly, Chad. Like,
yeah, it's because when you do this, you mean you can't play 3 players B anymore, right? So have to respect that it could just be an A piece off the bat, considering how explosive ENCE have been. Now they can go for banana control. They get it without copying all that flak damage we saw earlier. They even flashed the AWP off the line.
Yeah, smoke blooms though, and apps has fallen quiet, so perhaps suspicion is starting to rise. 50 seconds to work their magic. Spinks, as we've highlighted, has been a real strong individual in finding gaps for his squad, and he might even try and pip the gap. They're going to leave him to lurk. Okay, so this is the play. It will be B. Bemis has even rotated back to A as they've cut noise, so this is working out wonderfully for ENCE. Calling a good game here, Snappy.
There's not really many nades to delay this on B. It's just the Molotov for Dexter. It's going to get thrown down when these smokes come over. There it is. Not going to buy them enough time, though.
Yeah, the flash pull could do something. Frozen, it's enough to buy him time that the mollies aren't so much of a threat. Spinks, though, wrapping around the world. Bemis is tasked with it, but he turns his back at an inopportune moment. Frozen, perhaps, can do something. Dexter provides one. Frozen, given a chance by his in-game leader. D had trying to plan if he could just deny it, if he could just hit that shot. Oh, that was his chance. That could have been a round winner. But now they may have to cut their losses. Locked out. Spinks tucked in. Rops may have caught a glimpse and a whiff. It doesn't seem by his posturing that he has, but he still wins his duel, and now perhaps a competitive one after all. Alu actively contesting this, and that's enough for him. Surely that's enough for Acor as well.
You'd hope so. Money has been beaten down from Mouse. Acor, you don't want to hang around for this one. Hand off the Mouse. Just seeing if he can get anything on the way out the door. Not to be. And Diha, the cheeky plant right in front of Frozen. He knew that time was an issue, wasn't worried about going for the kill, trusted his teammates to cover him while he got the bomb down. And 7 for ENCE now. It feels like we've blinked and the score's 7-3. Yeah, Bemis not ready for that flank, so Spinks, he took a lot of attention away from the rotation. 2 players were stuck on the A site. When they had to rotate through, they had to worry about spawn. And then second timeout taken for mousesports here. They are buying back in. There is money to work with. Maybe in search for an opening kill. If ENCE want to go that quickly, that brazenly in towards Apps and Boiler, see if you can find yourself a little bit of an entry. Maybe even do some early nade damage here, Mouse. But it's not looking good here for them at all on map number 3. Looking at a pistol victory. They lose the Force. They go on to lose 4 more rounds after that on the trot. They bounce back eventually. But now the last 2, one-way traffic for ENCE. Anything more, if they win the half, they win this round right here. ENCE are going to be very happy going into the CT side. But double AWPs again are out. Clear game plan from mousesports. Something they want to roll with. Something Frozen feels like he needs.
The aggressive apps hold. D has got full control of Banana, and a CT's flash actually catches them and gains more control, forces the smoke out of Dexter.
Yeah, very slow stuff here, but this aggressive positioning from mousesports, that smoke's going to give away that maybe they're playing in apartments, and if Rops overlooks this, Dodo may have the advantage.
It was caught out last time they did this balcony look. Snappy surely going to account for this. He doesn't. Aggressive apps pays off, and he can disappear as well. Just as the smoke fades, Bemis loses his life. Doto, what a punish. A crucial late trade into the apartments. But it does leave Rops on a bit of an island. Acor long. Smoke's now towards B. They like to divide and conquer here, ENCE. They like to keep the pressure mounting. Spinks with all the sound cues in the world. He's trying to force out.
Oh, come on, mate.
How does he hit that? Sprays through the coffins near flawlessly.
And now they're on to A.
Yeah, and they've completely tucked out of the site. ENCE playing a seriously fierce T-side here.
Mouse should be saving this.
Yeah, but Robs can kind of play spoiler.
Oh.
That's the end of that.
Even runs back into the nade for him. Oh, Robs has found Doto. Okay, hold up. 8 seconds, bomb planted. 40 seconds on the clock now.
Still, though, that conversation's happening. Dexter's arriving up from mid.
They need rounds.
Desperately. Util not really present, nor is that kit. So perhaps just containment at this stage.
Are they calling it off? They have the one flash, right? Acor could set them up, but yeah, they've called it off. The fact that Dexter, the in-game leader, is no longer there means, yeah, that's going to be the 8th right here for ENCE, and they've won the half.
Yeah.
They've done it the hard way too, right? Because you think about some of these rounds, they're force buying in, they've got hero AKs, they win the force buy. They didn't get there by pistol conversion and then against a bunch of ecos. They've actually been going up against double AWP setups. Mouse have remained threatening. They will continue to do so with these saved guns. Max loss bonus will be dropped across, double AWP setup retained. But they're not getting anything done with the double AWP setup. It's very frustrating. If you're going to rock double AWPs, one of the key reasons to do so is you can hold on to utility for a little bit longer, right? You can just sit there and watch Arch side. You don't need to dump smokes out of panic. You can watch top B, maybe be even a little bit more aggressive, but they've been naded quite a lot. And the early stages where we saw both teams having back and forth flak damage, that's ceased. We haven't seen a lot of that since. So mousesports aren't getting that utility damage.
Yeah, well, you spoke about the CT Orbs. It is Acor who's not going to be able to take the first fight. Actively holding middle. Dexter has Banana.
Well, that's something.
That is something. And it's something the mousesports have been longing for a while.
Dexter has another smoke for this, so he can either hang around behind the smoke that was just dumped, or he can drop back and do the jump wall spotting. So they can play 4 members over towards A, but that means you'd be playing a double A setup with 2 orbs. So it's awkward at best for mousesports. Dexter re-smoked, so he's fully invested to holding this until about 40 seconds. So all in all, you might want to hope they come back. Dexter tucks in, Frozen stayed around. Snappy is actually coming back over now. He has the bomb on his back. The in-game leader signaling they need banana control. Diha flubs his molly.
Rops is on his comfortable little roost, and they're about to put pressure on Dexter. He gets his first. A missed shot, though, from Frozen does put his leader in a spot of bother straight through the flames. Doto pays quite the price, but Frozen finishes him off, and that will slow them down. They were waiting behind the flame. They'll go on the flash. Frozen loses vision, but it's restored in time. Flames force him even further out of the line. He pulled the trigger nicely. Does burn in the flames. Spinks to clutch up. He's had a lot of impact, and he continues to hit huge shots. He's got time. He's even got an idea. He knows where Rops is coming from. Looking at Banana immediately upon the conversion of that plant. Outlining his options. Opts for Nubox. 14 frags as he's coming into his own on our 3rd map here. Rops, he's clearing through construction. That's going to leave him with very little time. Very little time here. Spinks, just by virtue of the clock and Rops' decision-making, looking to clutch up the 1v2. It started so well, Frozen hitting shots.
There's no time for this.
Not at all. Rops, no time. A clutch up, great shot all the way to CT. Spinks will take it. 9 delivered by ENCE. This is running away from mousesports now. I thought we had our most competitive map of the series. T's side from ENCE is just looking too damn good. Look at this. Frozen holds them at bay, 18 seconds. If only Spinks could hit this, followed by that. This was the only way he could get back into the round. A 1 versus 3, I should correct myself. And Frozen, my God, he's looking like an anime character.
Yeah, well, I thought the fact that Dexter gets 1 and Frozen gets 2 should be enough to win a round right there. You had Acor chiming in for 1 as well, and then Bemis and Rops are unable to get anything done. It's really hard for Rops in that situation, right? Because you're rotating in, you don't know where he's gone. He could have planted and gone anywhere. So Rops has hedged, he's cleared out construction. It was the wrong call. At that point, you're almost tossing a coin. And mousesports, the best that they can really hope for is 6, but I don't know how they're going to get there. This double AWP setup, they are running it again. Okay, let's go back out there and try it one more time. mousesports forcing the issue with the double AWPs.
Listen, 9-6 sounds great. If they can just find a way in. Is he going to peek into Alu? That is brave. Second mid's got a timer on it as well. And you've eaten a flash, and you still stick around.
He has to.
Oh, and he's missed his chance. A sitting duck with a smoke pulled. And nothing to report from Acor's aggressive maneuver. Frozen's, he's caught a bullet, as has Alu. They trade blows.
Oh, they know if it's both AWPs again, right? Immediately, they know Acor shot mid.
Pop looks hot.
This is a great call as well.
Snappy's making the call. Bemis to be tested. Flash does catch him. He's going to be fully blind as they drop into pit. So many targets now. Great adjustment. Deals with the initial swing. He knows there's more. Oh, Bemis. 3 from Bemis. They weren't ready for that. Supportive flashes fill the feed as well from Acor. And there you have it. Bemis, 4 kills in quick succession. He was isolated, but it did not matter. He rises to the top. And I said 9-6 sounds competitive. Well, he's taken them the first big step in that direction. He had so many people after him waiting for the flash, and look at the damage just as they were dropping. No vision and no heads when he was done with them.
I winced after Acor missed that shot in mid because that seemed like an absolute freebie. He worked so hard to set him up for that, but BMAS bails him out in a big way here. Has looked a bit awkward when he's been in transition on that arch slab, but when his feet are planted, his aim looks good. And now ENCE, well, they've strung together a buy, a couple of AKs, AWP, and, well, pistols, so they've already been whittled down to not a lot. They lose this one going into the last round of the first half. Their buy will be rubbish, so a lot on the line here for ENCE. The difference maker between 11-4 and a 9-6 on the cards here, and Alu's down, double dunked. Nade damage is good. mousesports are adjusting.
It's going to get even worse for them now upon the loss of Diha. Doto has to take some gambles here, has to try and work some magic. Great angle from Bemis under that smoke. And Frozen, easiest frag of his life, a second as well. 3 in total for Frozen. The secondary AWP does justify its worth there. And now they're down to 2K, I said. This suddenly gets a little bit more competitive as ENCE do just take their foot off the gas in these final 3 rounds. Bemis with a hero moment, 3 now in the following from Frozen's B-side AWP. And well, look what it's done to the boys of ENCE. Will be armor, pistols, if mousesports can continue to batten down the hatches. Second half will have a very foreboding feeling about it for both of these teams. Flashing second mid, Rops to try and punish. Whoa! You don't see that too often. A double, make it triple, quick collection. He wants this round done. Get it done before any of this funny business. All of those nades now lying idle on the floor. And just like that, 6 is secure. mousesports, they're behind. But they're picking themselves up, dusting themselves off, and we will see how our final half of this series shapes up.
Gave it everything when we had none. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab none. Since we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. Now that we're here, ain't no going back.
Introduce me, I'm the renegade. Ooh, every single night, I crave the taste. It's the adrenaline running through my gate. It gets me high, high, high. Got no time to waste. Ain't got time for small talk. I tell you the truth. I'm faster than you. I'ma tell you the truth. Not in it to lose, just faster than you. Look into my eyes, I'm not afraid. Take over my mind till it fades. Like a medicine, it keeps me safe. This neon lights lead the way. Ain't got time for small talk. I tell you the truth. I'm faster than you. I'ma tell you the truth. Not in it to lose, just faster than you. Faster than you. I tell you the truth. I'm faster than you. I'ma tell you the truth. Not in it to lose, just faster than you. just faster than you.
Very competitive towards the end of things. 3 in a row puts mousesports on 6. Now the defense goes over to ENCE. Differentiating factors have been some individuals. Rops has had a blistering series so far, consistency even in defeat, closing in on over 30 on Train. We then witnessed Vertigo, where mousesports demonstrated that they have integrated a new map into their pool successfully, or at least punishing ENCE's gaps. 9-6 on the half though, Chad. I do think, as cliched as it may be, this pistol has a lot of weight attached to it.
I was going to say the same thing. Alu tucked in up close and personal with the CZ75 towards the half wall. Spring that trap over towards B.
Ooh, Alu could gobble that. That nade seems primed and ready. If they're not careful, Bemis could get a beating. It's all about this bait and switch.
Is Dexter going to flash this half wall?
So Snappy wants to try and make them tuck in. The nade is perfect. Bemis catches a lot of flack on that, and now Alu can swing and finish the job. Just like that. Doesn't have to actually connect the bullets. It's Snappy to do so. Get into the site now. Lots of pressure. Spinks being baited in.
He's mollied out.
That's a problem. Rops has got 2 to find, though, and he's not going to get both. Spinks really is in a tight spot. The flames don't catch him, though, and that enables him to maintain control.
They know Diha's close mid here.
Oh, he hit that. Gets him lower on his quick jiggle. Swaps to the Glock for the close quarters. It's the perfect weapon for the job, and he does eliminate 1. Make it 2. Diha passes with flying colors on his test of pistol.
Huge. He only has 9 kills. He hasn't been needed so far for ENCE in this map for them to have such a lead. And you were talking about this pistol round and how important it is. Well, we know that mousesports like to force buy with Deagles. If they go for that here and they don't convert, ENCE are going to be looking great to finish this one off. You got A-Core.
Was it a burst?
I think A-Core was the one changing to try and bait him out a little bit.
Because I heard the sounds, but it looked like an instant kill.
So this will be the force from mousesports. A-Core holding onto that extra cash as
every force is identical, Chad. You've really drawn my attention to that one.
They don't opt for the the scouts or Mac 10s, or it's just Deagles. And the reason that you can kind of use this identically across all maps is you can just go for a simple spread and pick, right? Just go to your spots, take it slow, try to avoid utility damage, and if you get a chance, that Deagle headshot can change the round. But this nade, just flubbed. It could have done so much more damage. Didn't land it exactly where they wanted it, but the extra nades on top are coming on through.
Oh, the jump, then swing. Great work. Textbook from Spinks.
Ooh.
Not quite done. A-Core catching a couple more bullets through that smoke.
Brave. Brave on both sides, so damage done, unconfirmed for both teams. Spinks is up close and personal on 15. Might just have to hang around towards the bottom of Banana for the rest of the round.
I think it's a job he's willing to do. Up mid then.
A third man rotated over towards B, so there is a slight avenue for Mouse now to isolate 2-on-4 on A.
Dude, imagine going for the full flank. So Spinks.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, Frozen just looked away, and that was the low HP player. Oh, silver platter situation for Spinks.
Coming fast.
Yeah, may as well take some space when he's got the low HP. Just get the info for his squad. Nothing left side, nothing right. Boiler. No way! He inflicts good damage to Rops as well. And things go from bad to worse upon the departure of A-Core by the hands of Alu and his UMP. 50 HP.
Oh, Rops has heard 1, but they're all around him. Wait, if he grabs the bomb, 15 seconds, never mind. Getting way too far ahead of myself.
It's a good shot. Looked good. Feels good, though, for ENCE. Converting the pistol. You know, we talk about the power of Deagles, and completely we witnessed it on Vertigo. You know, the battle of these trading blows. When you lost the pistol, keep spending your schmeckles. It just gets very messy very quickly. ENCE, however, have completely diverted from that storyline. And now get the luxury of playing up against unarmored mousesports members.
Dexter invested in a flash, so maybe they want to try something as a team, flash and pick, save it late, see what comes to them. Spamming up, Frozen. Trying his luck in Alu. Well, doing the same. Heard that. Scrappy.
Gets there.
ENCE can keep this one clean. That's going to set them up for a big bonus round going into round number 19. Eco tries to take some space, not going to happen, and more aggression down Banana. Being relentless with these type of pushes here, ENCE.
Yeah, and I mean, they do have to pay the price at times, it seems. Dexter, however, has been caught.
Oof.
Frozen, good deagle work. But I think an ace clutch is too tall of an order. Oh, there's a chance, Frozen! He catches 2 as the smoke fades. It's only Diha. He denies, but good grief, that could have been the highlight of the year. Just a deagle. Up against 5, hits some smackers there. Let's see this one again. 100 HP in a dream. First into Alu, the second spicy, but these frags came too easy. Just catching Spinks sleeping. Snappy gets a bit scared. He gets that fresh clip, and my lord, Acor reserved after realizing the reality of the situation. This round holds so much of mousesports' hopes and dreams. It's a quiet first half for them. They could be silenced even further here in the second. Alu pre-aiming Acor's peak, just a matter of timing on that one. Battle for Banana continues. It rages on as it always does. Spinks, every trick in the book, just waiting those smokes out, using that for any additional time. Now util starts to be exchanged. Bombs on T stairs. They will just be looking to pull some util out of ENCE's defense.
This is crazy from Alu to still be top mid like this. So they still know they have boiler and halls control. He wouldn't be able to get away with that otherwise. So he just called Banana clear, mid clear, and that's why he's heading over towards Banana.
And that's what they were hoping for. This is the go sign.
Ooh, just denied right now.
Perfect timing on the deployment.
Look at how many they have left as well. Still 2. One for Diha, one for Alu. They're going to go through this.
They are. Okay, well, there's only 2 to defend then. This is going to get very hot for Diha and co. It's Doto on site as well. They drop their util. It's very indicative that they are understaffed. In fact, this is one way to counter that. You group up and you can test together.
This is the round.
Everything swings and hangs in the balance of these next few seconds. Diha swings out for 2. Not enough. It's saved by Frozen. Rotate in, 3 on 3, but the site is theirs. Dexter's up long, the smoke has time on it. Completely unannounced, now the sound cue's made. Ali will piece together this, but the site is theirs. Couple of seconds to spare. Spinks advancing through towards the apartments.
This is different than a normal A retake. They were here in enough time for the bomb to go down. They're going to have a look at this, ENCE.
Tries to wallbang Dexter out, trying to find a safe haven. Util such a premium. You got 2 flashbangs. And Robs is lying in wait for his peek. Pit does peek out at the right moment. The trade, though, he's lost Dexter in Pit. Crossfire established. Snappy doesn't check it. And now Alu decides to save that last weapon of the job. mousesports posting 7. Frozen giving them a gift there.
That was tight, that round right there. I love the aggressive play over towards short.
And you see Diha hitting that first shot. You can't help but feel, stick a fork in it. Frozen just head on a swivel, was looking at long, manages to find both of those A defenders.
Yeah, normally I would be, a little bit skeptical of teams going for a retake after they lose the site like this, but because they were able to be aggressive and the bomb didn't go down for about another 10 seconds after those initial flurry of kills, the rotation from ENCE was able to get in place to be threatening, right? One of the problems is when you have to rotate all the way over from B and all your teammates have died on A, is you don't know where they are, right? You have to worry about them being still in second mid, maybe they're in boiler room fighting mid, maybe they're pushed up library, maybe they're in arch side. Here you knew that they were still contained to the site. So ENCE had a crack at it, didn't fall in their favor, but in classic ENCE fashion, they'll go for another buy. I'm loving this. All in, double AWPs. Diha did double AWPing when he was on Sprout with Snatchy. Those 2 were the superstars of that Sprout roster.
It's good use of their util.
Ooh.
He responds in kind, though, immediately. That advantage is nullified. He's hit a bullet through the wall.
So many nades here, but this is late control here from ENCE. So that smoke just towards the half wall will buy them a bit of extra time and forces mousesports to now start looking towards halls, boiler, and mid. Alu's pushing them around the map with his AWP. They know that 1 is saved.
And he's back in time.
Oh, Diha wants a boost here.
I don't know if they're going to get vision.
Going to be difficult to see something here.
Oh, just about, yeah, confirms no one's home.
Soundcue would be hurt, so top mid's called clear. They need to get a wriggle on towards B.
And they are. Diha rotating an AWP over. 30 seconds here. Util at an absolute premium, and there isn't a single nade to be thrown from the CT side. Doto, a crucial victory. That's the lurk. Ready yourselves for war on B, folks. It's about pulling the trigger at the right time. Dexter, no! Squanders his chance. Enables one from the Deagle, but it's a good for Mouse. They're into the site. Not a retake you want to go for. Doto coming up just to see, test the water, dip his toe in, see what Bemis is up to, and it does look like a favorable duel. Just about timing here. If Doto finds something, they may pull the trigger. Just off the off angle. Perfect. And now Diha completely lost. Won't be able to save the AWP. Bemis takes up nice 3 frags from him. Contributes.
Dicey there for a second.
Yeah.
Very, very dicey, but ENCE, after that investment, after trying to stay in contention with that 6-round buffer they had not so long ago, mousesports are quickly going to close the gap here, and you can see the stack. It was good. I'm surprised Spinks even gets a kill there. You're right. He was just tucked on in. Dexter whiffing his aim and not able to get an easy kill right there. But all in all good for mousesports.
Yeah, and this is my kind of eco.
Okay, well, you like the MAC-10s? They're not going to see any action.
You can waste all your MAC-10s. We're going to die to nades and AKs and AWPs.
And no bonus for you. And now you've got a choice. Do you want to keep those MAC-10s? Do you want to upgrade? Because you can still use the MAC-10s. Go for some banana control, maybe get some holes control, do something a bit more poppy, a bit quicker with them. Send him in first. Rob's will upgrade. Dexter might consider holding on to his. Problems for ENCE now. No AWP for Alu to operate with. Rifles, 2 SMGs. MP9 for Spinks, Snappy on the UMP, and, oh, those two are over towards the B bomb site. They'll need Alu to help him out within the early stages here. Standard exchange. Nade shy. And jump spot is good, but a lot of pressure on A right now. mousesports want nothing to do with banana. All 5 members gearing up towards A. Rotation's being called. Alu's coming back. Banana aggression from these 2 SMGs. They've completely cleared it out, and up mid we go.
Robs times it to perfection. Incandescence of the flame enables an easy first.
Surely he's not pushing through this.
He fancies it. Oh, his toes. His toes are visible. That one extra touch of the keyboard cost Dexter his life. Spinks charging, surging forward. Frozen contains him. mousesports have the advantage now on this T side.
Big flash.
Doto trying as much as he might. Takeoff now with the bomb retrieved, and the loss of Snappy really does put him into a rough spot. And baited as much as he could. Couldn't stop and avoid the Rops shot. 10 to mousesports, 12 to ENCE, and Peanuts in the bank account.
It's back on now. This is the 11th for Mouse up against ENCE, who have a bit of pill to swallow. You don't want to force buy in this situation. They can go for the light upgrade. But yeah, Dexter, you're right. Look at him. I think I'm in the smoke. I think I'm dead center. Nope. Showing that leg. Cannot see a thing. Completely gray screened. And the chicken goes down with the final kill here. Casualties of war, ladies and gentlemen.
I made an executive decision last night, Chad. I changed my radar from the Chad Birchall in-game leader mega zoomed out, to the zoomed in, Alex doesn't get lost in smokes anymore.
You can have both. I
know, but I've barely got the auto switch disabled on this tournament PC.
All right, we'll get League Ops or something.
I got the jump throw bound last night for my guard games. Obviously, you got to get the jump throws right for your CT side. Off the spawn.
64 tick.
Double smoke we have from spawn, jump throw. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Pretty hot.
All right. Next thing, I'll teach you how to email yourself the config so you don't have to redo it every time.
I'll teach you how to bind the spray graffiti menu to your thumb button so you can spray after every frag.
Ooh, okay. Here's these pistols we're talking about from ENCE. Robs.
It's an angle.
Yeah. He's walking the tightrope right now.
Yeah, but he's actually in a blind spot. So unless they actually walk into bedroom, they won't spot him. Well, I'm stealing that.
Dexter is low. Bim's half HP too. So I'm a little bit worried right now. 45 seconds left on the clock. Starting to peel back towards this A site. Alu has a smoke and he's on arch side.
It only gets awkward if Diha does what we sometimes see him pull out. Yeah, double kills out of nowhere where he has no right to find impact, and he Could lose his life here. Yeah, Rops, just the perfect timing. As they creep up mid, he creeps into the bedroom, and now Doto's so preoccupied. They're boosted, though. If they hit more, Spinks has managed to deliver, as has Doto. Real problems starting to manifest. mousesports, got to hurry up here. He's throwing a one-way. That will enable a bit of an easier exchange for him. Can walk out with conviction. He heard Acor retreat to the mini pit. He'll be inaccurate as he falls. It's not a fight for him. But Dexter now knows there's a threat towards his safety. If he fakes it and goes Balk and drops, oh, I'm gonna scream. That's so smart. And now, perhaps Acor, false sense of security, is gonna get caught by Doto. Huge retake from ENCE.
Oh, and there's time for the defuse. What an absolute blunder that was from mousesports.
Dude, Spinks finding two as well with this Deagle. He's done it time after time. And time, indeed, is present for the defuse. Close, but no cigar.
Haha, you were right as well with that sound cue. It baited Acor into the false sense of security that they were both coming up short.
Dude, that's the best thing he could have done with the cues he was given. Acor convinced they're both about to double swing his opponent. He's desperately staring at the potential, but Doto has just enough time after his funny business on Balk to get the defuse, and yeah, that's going to get under your skin if you're mousesports. It was just, as you said, feeling like it was starting to be a competitive game time, and that one stolen away from them. Some heroics delivered. Smoke on Banana. We're going to have an early fight here, or at least if there's potential for it. They've got the util to burn, quite literally dropped. Spinks playing with fire here. Dexter can swing in.
Oh,
crucial duel.
Had to win that one.
Had to. And now it's just an early, brutal disadvantage to Stomach. They can pull in. They can go more defensive.
Good pressure from BMS, though. So the fact that he's already found his way through top Banana will force out this smoke. That was roughly at a minute 20 on the clock. There is still a world where mousesports can get in this. Up mid, baiting out more utility. Frozen and Rops taking this game into their own hands here. These nades through the smoke are doing so much damage, and nobody knows that they're landing.
They've got no info. No info mid, no info Banana. Yeah, mousesports have a man disadvantage, but they have an advantage in some sense of the word.
Acor's very committed here.
Yeah, D has actually re-smoked. And Acor pulls the trigger onto Diha. A casualty to equalize. Alu, too many targets, overwhelmed. He tried to find the gap. Instead, he's lost his life. Doto falls as well. mousesports overcoming the early man disadvantage with ease.
Yeah, now ENCE should definitely save. I know they like to fight and push the issue, the force buys, getting stuck in a lot of these rounds, but with the bomb going down and 4 players still alive, it should be that save call. This will be the 11th for mousesports, as we can see tucked in towards the back of the B site. Will be Spinks, and then over towards T-Spawn will be that as Snappy. So a good round there, and it was just simply taking mid control. The reason that I like the fact they accelerated up mid is because BMS just wormed in off of Dexter's death. He able to force out utility on B that kept 2 feet planted, and then they could go over towards A and find themselves in a 4-on-3 where all the trades fell in their favor. So it was just literally Dexter dying top Banana, and that's all she wrote. Hence now, with these 2 save guns, which they're definitely going to hold on to, we can see that Mouse are nowhere near it. Loss bonus coming into the bank balance. I think it's that 2,400 mark. Alu can buy. Spinks can drop something. There's the shot from Acor. Yeah, definitely committed into this one. Second onto Doto, so giving himself a couple of angles to work with there. Timeout called from ENCE, and yeah, for good reason. What do you want to do? You've got these 2 saved rifles. You can get the AWP out. Spinks can drop a FAMAS, and P9s are serviceable. Doto could buy on in if he wants with his own. 3.7 there. But if you shove now, and you don't make this one work, it's going to really hurt as we run down the final stretch.
This was the closest as can be from Frozen. He's always a threat, and he's reminded his opponents of that multiple times. This swing as well, saved by the same man. Frozen has kept mousesports competitive on multiple occasions over the course of this comeback. Great recap there from the gang in the replay den.
They've kind of bought.
It's a kind of buy.
So Alu bought, and Diha and Doto went into Deagles. So the 2 saved rifles still held by Snappy and Spinks.
This is where their fundamentals may be tested.
Snappy's flushed back immediately here, so was overstaying his welcome a little bit, but that info, no, nobody's up top of Banana just yet. We'll buy them a little bit of extra time. It looks like they're flashing forward, wanting to fight. Snappy's out. Snappy one.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Dexter does his due diligence, does find the trade. Doto, he's the least equipped of the entire bunch, and he's solo B right now.
He heard a scope, so they know minimum 2 Banana. No rotation.
Oh, that is $700 versus 7,000.
What are you meant to do with this? The stack over towards short side right now is menacing from ENCE. All 3 players tucked on in. They can push at any point. Just going to be Rops. Warning shots into Diha. He'll think better of re-peeking that. But here's Doto again. Give him another one-on-one. He will love it.
Perfect little crosshair placement from him. He held A-Core at bay. Dexter's his next victim. Chips away. 50 damage inflicted. And he wants more. Nearly catches him with the pin pulled. He's got a great read of the situation. Rops, though, trying to bail him out of trouble. Evades Alu. Doesn't know he's there, though. Could be caught. Oh, Alu didn't know either.
Coming back to A with the bomb.
They're forcing them. Dexter sells it with a CT smoke. They're full rotating, knives out. What a call.
Juked him last second.
Just like that, yeah. They're going to realize it. They'll piece it together now. It's too quiet. Way too quiet. And mousesports set up for 12 here.
Well, Diha and Doto can go and get some guns. Doto's actually picked up that AK
good
from
point.
Banana. The AWP was thrown away by Dexter, so if they spend too much time looking for that, they're not going to find anything.
It was a pretty damn sketchy half-buy. I mean, say half-buy, of course, Alu investing, and another rifle was in play. But Doto was the one to make it competitive.
Yeah, it's crazy as well how they both rotated away, because Doto was under a lot of pressure, right? But he couldn't see anything, so they gambled. And luckily, it means that they can save 2 AKs and the invested AWP, so now the ENCE can remain threatening. But they almost made a round out of that ENCE, and that may have silenced mousesports. So good for them to keep their head above water. Dexter not going down. It was really just Dexter not dying. 12-13 now. Smells a bit like overtime. We do have 2 more series coming up for you here today. Both teams winning their map choice. That feels unusual to say.
Yeah, and then a close third one. Who'd have thunk it?
This is how the script is meant to go. This is the one that we traditionally submit into production, and they give us something about it. We're fed up with that story.
Yeah, we're just going to do the most ridiculous 13-6 comeback, actually.
All right, all right. Here we go. Everything
It's going to be very telling round here, folks. Strap yourselves in. Recline if you're not already.
Oh, look at this, Alu.
Yeah, it's brazen. Frozen actually jumped at the perfect time. I'm not sure if it was the lineup otherwise. Looked evasive, looked successful. Into apartments they go. An angle Rops will be familiar with, adopted by Doto.
Look at every little pre-aim from Rops here on the jiggles.
I really don't fancy his chances on that boiler line, neither does he. So, smokes will be lined up as banana control is taken.
It's going to be a belter of a nade from Snappy.
Yeah, on the back of a flash as well.
Oh, didn't quite get over. You can see there with the trajectory line, it just bounced on the roof. That went all the way down, maybe a boatload more damage done.
Rops swings out and finds him. Supposed to be a power position, but made to look silly. Alu responsible for middle. It's a lot of responsibility, likely to be smoked, but it's a flash that takes him, and they've got the info. He's so pinned. No one to bail him out either. D has arrived, but the Flames have 2. Collateral. 1 doesn't fall, though. It's Frozen. Tagged through the corpse of BMAS. He lives to tell the tale. 25 frags from Frozen. When Rops and Frozen are uniting for nearly 50 frags, that's the sign that mousesports will be competitive on the map.
Yeah, in the desk, they did talk about the experience of mousesports potentially being an issue, right? Rops is the most experienced member of this team at the age of 21, and then you have Frozen, who's a youngster as well. It's not like they brought in a seasoned in-game leader who's seen it, he's been through some wars, he's made it to major grand. It's nothing like that. Dexter is an in-game leader who has shown promise and was the best player as part of Renegades for a year. He showed that he could in-game lead and top frag and take it to the best of them when they did have their little appearances in Europe.
I mean, this is the first time we've ever seen an Australian import of this magnitude into a roster like this. You know,
be an in-game leader, right?
Be an in-game leader. To see Australian Counter-Strike calling being imported, you know, this is a first.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much he can learn and how quickly, right? Because it's such a different look. And right now, they are sitting pretty. Look at the residual cash for mousesports. I know they still need 3 more rounds. Here's the shot from Rops. Wow, quick adjustment there. And it's so perfect. Rops is a mechanical monster. This kid is just wild. I remember many moons ago just having Rops cam during Pro League when he first got the chance to play at this level coming out. People used to think he cheated, right? Because he would always look at his radar. Rops was the guy looking at his radar before everybody else did it, and people thought he was cheating. That's how good the kid is.
His awareness. Oh, off the back of the flash, they both scuffed their lines. Alu's been caught out. He's just out-peaked the AWP down middle for a first blood at a break point of this third map. Rops with more huge impact. And they haven't had to commit anything. They don't have mid-info. Smoked off. CT's won a battle for Banana as well. Spinks.
Between 2 mollies here.
He's found a nice bit of real estate. Dexter's lost a lot of his health to the B defenders.
It's still fighting.
Doto's managed to find one through the smoke.
Look at the AWP.
This is dreamy now. Rops is trying to find a punish, pip the gap. I don't know if that jumped from Diha. It looks like it did. God, everyone's so good at getting this information safely now, Chad. It's a whole different game.
Oh, that lurk smoke is going to put Doto on notice, right? But back towards Banana.
Oh, this is perfect. Even Snappy's kind of getting a little whiff of the potential for an A. And Rops, when it's Rops that you see in the feed, you might perhaps start to second guess it.
Spinks is being called upon in a big way here. He needs to tuck himself into the site. 38 seconds left. Snappy is close.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, indeed. Smokes on towards the site. Lots of pressure, and Rops, he has found the gap, making his way through mid to B. They're locked in. Rops keeps one busy. Snappy finishes him off.
That's a big frag to find early. It enables him to actually be ready to back him up on B. Acor's through pool. 12 seconds, just have to deny this. Acor's got one. Spinks saves the day, and he can save it even more so if he swings out to deny, and he has. There goes the round. ENCE taking 14 first.
BMAS will keep this AWP and find a kill onto Doto, but all in all, ENCE bounce back. Now their economy, they're going to have to talk through how they're going to make this buy work. But mousesports not able to get across the line in a round that looked very good, right? Rops on that flank, I thought it would have been great. The Snappy hasn't had a huge amount of fragging impact, but this kill here is everything. And towards the tail end of the game, Spinks has had 2 clutch, well, this isn't a clutch. Let's say it's a clutch frag from that position. One time he just had to live, and Rops went ring around the rosy. That time, he stops and denies the plant. No time left on the clock. Back we go, the regular Banana argy-bargy underway. ENCE don't want anything to do with that, but they want to be aggressive towards window, and Rops is already up here. Doto to deal with him. Is he going to clear this? No, he's not, and a freebie for Doto. So great start for ENCE in round number 28.
Spinks passes his. Doto passes his in the following. These tests, mousesports are throwing their way. They do keep coming. Frozen 26 now as Alu's head is knocked from his shoulders.
If they pivot back to B now, still plenty of time to end up back and forth and back and forth. Snappy's pushed forward, so it looked like they were giving up all control, but knowing that they need at least one piece of info, worried about the mid to be as Spinks, so you can see that ENCE, they're giving up room, and Snappy, oh, just in time, will tuck around the corner, almost getting nutmegged here by BMAS. Yeah,
he dropped his nade right on their toes. Snappy with a lot to do. Quiet game from him. You really want to find something early, and he has. Flash for the reaggress. He eats it. Fresh mag for the boost. And Spinks hunting for more impact, and it's been found. ENCE chasing the Dragon of 15. Acor does gracefully recover the bomb, but it's Spinks that falls. Bomb down to contest is Doto, and he does deny again. Bemis, what are you made of? Sterner stuff, sure. Doto denies. 15 for ENCE. We are getting right into the thick of it.
All right, well, no issues for the mousesports buy, and it felt like they were good off for some of these trades. They're getting the territory, Mouse. That's not the issue. You can hear us when we talk about certain games, teams not having mid control, not having banana control. Mousesports are able to get both in a lot of these rounds. Just really struggling once they're getting onto the bomb sites. And a smile on Spinks' face there.
He can feel it.
That's just the low ping.
Yeah, you probably...
Don't worry about the win.
You've already highlighted it though, Chad. I mean, this is a group that winning against the teams that aren't in the predicted top 3. You know, you've got Vitality, G2, FaZe.
Yeah, I think that's our top 3, right? NIP on the cusp.
So Nip, Mouse, and ENCE, you know, in their head-to-heads, they're going to be the determining factors of the potential for an upset in this group.
Yeah.
So hence coming in hot with this complete eclectic mix of Counter-Strike talent. I mean, from around the globe, really. Israel, Finland, Poland, Denmark. It's got it all.
Got 8 different nationalities in the server right now.
I remember the conversation about international rosters. Well, continuing to see, as time passes, more and more believe it is about the player, not the country they're from. Wow, some seriously successful connections on their flashbangs, but can they put some bullets in a similar direction?
They really want this banana control here. They're forcing forward. Spinks wants to fight as well. He's even going to pick.
Nade on his nose. He's only got 14 HP. Can't win the duel. Body shots from Dexter finish the job. And that's a risk. Oh, he baits the shot from Alu. Nice work. Good move, but straight into Bemis on the wall bang. Just as he retreats, Snappy transfers into both.
Going A, they're fast. Up mid, smoked off arch side, they're going through. Frozen needs to make a play.
He has made a play. Walking through this will give them so much info. He could even catch Alu in rotation. They can park the bus here. Smoke's yet to fade. Diha will be vulnerable.
Oh, the timing.
Just gotten across before Alu arrives. And look at the fake molly trying to sell Alu on the fact they don't have long. Diha and Doto's crossfire is passive. 30 seconds and he breaks them. Catches them, sells the fake. mousesports don't want to quit, but Doto wants to force them out of the server. An advantage for ENCE. They can finish it right here. Acor makes it even. Bomb rotating in, or rather planting now. Acor going to be punching in those digits. Snappy arrives through library. And Frozen prepares to tuck in. This gets so difficult now for ENCE.
High stakes here. Oh, and Snappy's gone as well. Does Alu risk this? This is for the game.
No kit.
Money's in the bin.
Spots him. An advantage. He's shut down Frozen, but Acor's quick to the trigger. A miss there could have cost him everything. Woo, that'll get the heart racing just a little. mousesports are still in this game.
And I said for the game, the reason I say that is the money situation over at ENCE for the final round of play here in regulation. It's not looking good whatsoever. Snappy with a hero moment, pivots out, gets 2 big kills, makes it interesting, but Frozen immediately sucking that space back, and then Acor, once he could get out of the precipice of mid and banana, finds himself the impact. And Frozen looking to the gods again. A bit of a sigh of relief right there. They're still in it.
All that hard work over this entire series could have been taken away in that round right there. Bemis and possessed.
Oh, to his own molly.
To his own flames. Someone gave too good of a pep talk there.
Oh dear, that is not the way to start this one out. Spinks is going to be able to survive. That molly's not deep enough. They may consider sandbag completely clear here.
Oh, this could be a disaster. Dexter, he adjusts in time, and now getting away without paying too much of a price. That is a very important frag. Crucial stuff. It's a 2-2 split now of the CT resources. Don't forget, Snappy came into this with just the Desert Eagle. Diha the same scenario, drops his final smoke, and there is only 1 left in play. That's on A. Alu equipped. 60 seconds. The bomb scooped up. Rob's trying to work some magic here. He knows that a frag could do wonders. At the 50-second mark, bomb leaning B with a sell of the fake on A. It's a 3-man CT lean here. If Robs could find 1, it smells like overtime.
You heard one in pit, right? The drop off the balcony right there. So that's a little bit of info that they are far away. Rotating back now is Alu, and starting to get a move on is Diha. So looks like they want to gamble over towards, at least leaning towards the B site. Smoke towards CT coming in.
He's in the right place. Alu's got a smug look on his face. If he can just convert this, Doto tucking in. Util thrown. He's already found 1. Spray's not quite there. They're low though. Set up for Doto. Baited in. It's enough. They've set Frozen up for the clutch. A clutch to take us to overtime. ENCE just need 1 more frag to take a crucial scalp on their start here in Group B. Snappy, he's coming, he's been found. Frozen to clutch up, it's only the Deagle. Diha, incredible aimer, and he's done it. Just enough, he pulls it across the line, a sigh of relief and adjust of the glasses, and a full 10-second defuse to confirm what we already know. 10 seconds ENCE 16, Mouse 14. The eclectic mix start with a bang. And that's a frustrating loss. They know how much that means to them. They've got some big scalps